Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I have Sashwath with me back today at the studio, and I thought I'll talk about something interesting. It's about the ARM's impending IPO, which is happening in the US. How SoftBank is keen to launch the IPO, and all this news about the IPO. And we're hearing lots of strange occurrences about corporate America being interested in the IPO. That's what Shashwath can fill us in. What do you read, Shashwath?
Yeah. So ARM was acquired by SoftBank in 2016. It was acquired for about $32 billion, which is quite a bit of money, and this was about 7 years ago now. And now it's time for payment. SoftBank is looking to sell 10% of their stake.
I think more like he had no choice.
Yeah, he had no choice
Because all his other bets have gone up in flames.
Yes.
So now he's selling the house silver.
So Masayoshi-san was lucky with Alibaba, looks like. And because if you actually look at his track record, yes, this video is about SoftBank, but I want to give a brief about
Yeah, please do.
Masayoshi-san. He was seen as a visionary, hence Vision Fund, and he was seen as this guy who could not do any wrong. And during the 0% interest rate cycle, he seemed to be doing extremely well for himself. His companies were seemingly on the front page of all newspapers and all magazines. But what ended up happening was there were many scandals which came about slowly, and they were sort of suppressed because 0% interest rates meant that you could portray whatever valuation you wanted for the companies which you acquired. And a lot of these companies were privately held, so there was no public valuation per se. But if you actually look at the past 30 companies which SoftBank has spin off into an IPO, apart from Alibaba, if you actually look at the IPO value and the current valuation of all those companies, it comes to a 33% decline.
Correct.
That is, if you actually look at the number of companies which went underwater, it's 21 companies out of 30 companies.
Very true.
So Masayoshi Son's legacy seems to be tarnished in a way due to high interest rates. It seems that his strategy was not acclimatized to an environment such as this.
No.
He was not expecting this. And COVID seemed to be a nice vacation for Masayoshi Son. And now what we end up seeing is that ARM, which is supposed to be the crown jewel of Masayoshi Son. It's supposed to be India, what India was for Britain. That is what ARM is for Masayoshi Son. And now he's looking to sell it for a 10% stake, roughly, for $50 billion, little over $50 billion. Everyone in Wall Street and in other respective financial markets are considering it to be very expensive. However, because ARM's dominance in mobile phone smart chips, so they have an unparalleled dominance in mobile phone smart chips, and this is something which ARM has been doing for quite a few years now. So they even have a long-term partnership with Apple. That is, until 2040 and above, they'll be able to use ARM designs for their smartphone chips. So that being said, their revenues have flatlined. Their profits in the past quarter has halved, and things aren't looking very good for ARM. And if you actually look at most investment bankers are saying that ARM is being valued too highly, and SoftBank is trying to build up its war chest for the incoming interest rate cycle, high interest rate cycle, by trying to milk as much as they can from SoftBank. And but the funny thing is, even though SoftBank seems to be overvalued, and there's been talk about SoftBank coming down from about $49 per share, they want to reduce the price, which is currently at $49 to $51 per share. What has come out is that Apple, Intel, Google, and a lot of these other big tech names have wanted to buy a stake into ARM to prevent hostile takeover of the company by any one of these players. So it's called a blocking strategy, which is why all of these companies have come
Very
in
true.
and they wanted to pour in money into ARM to make sure the other guy doesn't get it. And this is a very unique scenario because ARM is basically like a UN type of situation where these tech companies all come together and try to have enough stake where no guy can usurp the company and have an unparalleled advantage in terms of chip manufacturing. Although the company is not anything very great, there's still a frenzy in order to be able to block the other guy from getting it at whatever valuation that may be. And Masayoshi Son seems to be wanting to cash in on that and charge a $52 billion valuation. Although most talk on the street is saying that the actual valuation should be nothing, not a penny over $40 billion. So they're saying that the $12 billion valuation increase, which is showing there, is nothing but excess. Maybe in 0% interest rates, you could have seen that sort of valuation. But currently, with the US Treasury yielding about 5%, it seems to be ludicrous to expect SoftBank, which is to expect ARM, which is a company which is delivering flatline revenue growth and declining profit growth, for such an extravagant valuation. So that's basically what's been happening.
It reminds me of Warren Buffett's saying, if you buy things you don't need, you will soon sell things you need. I think Masayoshi-san seems to be going through this.
Yeah.
It's very painful. If you really asked him secretly, do you really want to sell this? He'll be like, no.
Yeah.
But he's put himself in a position where he has to. And it's like putting the Kohinoor up for sale. And in a current economy where lots of guys are rolling in with a lot of free cash in their kitty, definitely people like Apple who are sitting on trillions of dollars in cash will definitely want to take a bite out of ARM. And it's going to be interesting times. The only thing is, there was a nice analysis piece which is part of that article which Sashwath gave me, which talks about ARM is a very specialized company. It provides technology for mobile phones.
Yeah, mobile phone.
Yeah, so they kind of, because Masayoshi-san took them off the table in 2016, they missed this whole cloud computing
bubble,
and
yeah.
all this cloud stuff which happened.
Yes.
Because they were inside their own bubble.
Yeah.
Because they went private and Masayoshi-san kept it private and didn't allow the company to foster growth within the company and explore. There's no market pressures. One of the most important things for a company is to be innovative is it should always face headwinds. If it keeps on having tailwind, the company will not grow. It'll be very lazy, which we saw in a lot of companies like Nokia and all that. So, because ARM was not facing stiff competition in all the other sectors, because the investors were not demanding better returns, it kind of took the back seat in a lot of things. So, is ARM really valued at this kind of price point? I do not know.
So the argument which is being put forth is that how can you value ARM at the same valuation which roundabout something similar, the premium which you're giving to Nvidia, which has not only AI backed growth, which is a big growth story, and you have a huge market in which Nvidia is trying to expand into.
Correct.
And when you have a growth story like that being valued at that amount, makes sense. However, they're saying that ARM, which has stagnant growth, they're saying that the mobile phone industry seems to be stagnating at present, unless there's some overhaul which comes in, which makes it extremely profitable and increases growth or something to that extent, which is not going to be the case, is what people think. And,
You're absolutely right.
So, which is why I think if I can buy Nvidia instead of ARM, why would I want to buy ARM? Is what the rationale is.
It's just that these guys got a lot of cash and they cannot see inside ARM because ARM has been off the table for so long.
Yes.
And because it's off the table for so long, they do not know what is inside. It's like a black box. Why take the chance? We have the cash. Throw the money. Have a piece of it. If it turns out to be something fantastic, we want a piece of it.
Yeah.
If it turns out to be trash, okay, we took a bet and we lost.
Yeah.
At least the other guy did not win anything. I mean, that's the kind of logic you're seeing playing out.
Yeah, no, it's a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very funny to see it play out with such huge numbers of volumes of money.
It's the age-old story of trying to buy something because you don't want the other guy to have it.
Correct.
And
not because you need it.
Yeah, but you just don't want the other person to have it.
Yeah. I have the money, so I'll do it.
Yeah.
You see it in a lot of comedy movies.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's really hilarious. The rich guys doing this.
Yeah.
Trying to outdo each other. It's literally like that. Anyway.
This happens a lot in the world of art.
Yes.
Where you want to snap up that piece of art because you don't want that other rich guy to buy it.
Correct.
That's pretty much what they're doing at a company level.
Very true. Anyway, I hope you found this talk and article which we spoke about interesting and entertaining as always. It was nice to have you guys with. Let me do that whole bit again.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Be Rich today. I hope you enjoyed and found this video informative and entertaining as always. Do subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification icon so you'll be notified every time we have a new video out for you. Please do think of sharing this with your friends and family if there's something they would be interested in. Anything else, Sashwath?
No, thank you for having me.
See you on the next one.
Yeah.
After the event in Bangalore, my team has decided that we should visit my ex-home, Saudi Arabia. We were there recently but visited only Dammam. The idea is to cover the other two major cities, Riyadh and Jeddah. On the 22nd of September, I'll be holding an event in Riyadh, and on 29th September, we will meet in Jeddah. Those who are desirous of meeting me both in Riyadh and Jeddah should contact the email ID given below and the WhatsApp number. My team would get back to you at the earliest. Once again, thank you for supporting. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.